The knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Slide, I'm with it. Better see me now on God. On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Wait, that wide, 80! Check, no. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Pilot, 64, we. Jim. Watch the shit. Watch Ozzy. Shit. Alert.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And incomplete to open things up. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Hey. 22-jet bomber. Show it.
To throw again. Brady. That's complete. It's Damian Willis. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
61, match box right.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Marcus, defense, Marcus. He's crazy. He's checking crap. Watch out. Hey!
Play action. Now it's Brady. Rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Watch twitch. Let's go on. No, 66.
Brady. Looking deep downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Cut! Like 20! Blue down, blue down. 2 for 1, 2 for 1.
On first down, it's gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18.
Value 3, value 3. It's a party now.
Goff now looks to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 26-yard line. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. On second and goal, Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but now it's third and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third and goal, Gurley. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a fourth and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. Fourth down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Patriots take over first and 10. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Steady 2. Check 3. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Sugar.
To throw is Brady. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a first down carry. It's Michel, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Zoo. Ready to hit.
On play action, now Brady. Going up top. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by N'Keal Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop in behind the line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check. Lucky. Ric Flair. Shit. Shell. So we got man.
Out of the gun, gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Check.
On first down, it's Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Switch. Man, we're close. Crunch.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. A shotgun snap for Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Switch. DC. SOS.
Now Goff on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Get wide. Check 9. Check.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And a solid run down inside the 30. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
It's 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Here we go on 4th. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Goff now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Come on! 180! Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's time to cold crash. Hey, defense, let's go. Slam. 2 for 1. 80 weapon. Mike 51. It's been a long day for you.
Now it's Goff. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Value 3, value 3. Check 43.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But then we got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
X3, 218, chop.
Brady now to throw. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Brady got his man. That's Harry. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Brady now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Wait, set, 380.
Tight ends on the loose.
Protein spill.
Check. He's checking. Crash.
Sugar. Go.
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Hey, check it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Move. 40. Alert. Hey, I need one over here.
Check it. General West. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. When he hit. Hey, ball 66.
Brady to throw again. To Michelle on the dump off. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. Intended for Robert Woods. Incomplete.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
We go tonight. 20.
54. He's tired of winning. He's tired of us. Quick dash. Go.
2.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Undercut.
From the 17, Brady. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Brady, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
You draw Corker.
Brady gives to Michelle. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Michelle. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
John Simon in on the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
180. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Joker, 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 Joker. Shit, shit. Ric Flair. Clock. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Brady. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Now Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Gurley. Oh, good move. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Goff on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Brady now. Perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, Brady. He finds his man Johnson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hey, check it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, and the catch made by Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Fresno. Hold on. Check. Cut. Mike's 57's Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he'll find Everett there, complete. He's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, LA! Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Corey Littleton came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack on 1st down, Brady got a man open. That's Harry. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try to.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, they run with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check. Hey, kill. Check. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I'm coming after you.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now it's gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.
Go tonight. Line 20.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. And a